Hello everyone, I'm gonna be showing you the basics of picking and harvesting fruits and vegetables. We're gonna start off today with the prickly pear cactus. As seen here, it is a succulent cactus from the cactus family. The scientific name is Ophrys indica. It's native to New Mexico and the American Southwest. It has, as you can tell, the flower structure usually be coming out from here. Sadly, we don't have any right now. Um, it is a it has real prickly pears as a leafing heel. But basically, to remove it from the plant, you need a piece of trunk, and you're gonna find a nice anything bright looking. These are a bit too young, but like something like this is perfect. You go, you'll be grabbing and you rotate, and then you just twist it off like so, and it should be sewn like here. You throw it into throw it into your bag, and you keep on going for as much as you want. It's okay. It's the edible prickly pear fruit. It's like technically it's a fleshy berry. It's usually when ripe it'll be looking like this, a red and purplish. It's very sweet and juicy, and there's a bunch of little hard seeds. If we open one of these up, that'll be the inside of it. But yeah, this plant itself it has solitary flowers. It is commonly used for cooking. You can make some really nice food. It's very. I personally like it a lot of the taste. It also could be used for inflammations, diabetes, and digestion issues as well. And it is really good for erosion control in very arid areas and regions. But yeah, that should be good. How long was that? Alright, here is part two. We'll be dissecting the food itself. As stated earlier in the thing, it is a tuna, and basically it's really good personally. It is a typically oval and pill shape as seen right here, about 2 to 4 inches. The skin and the flesh is very juicy and sweet. So basically, the best way to open it is gonna be a direct. You hold it in here and then do a direct cut down the middle. And it's a very like juicy middle inside here, as stated as well. As you see, there's a plethora of seeds on both ends, and it is basically hard. They're edible, of course. So it's really good. It's very sweet and tingling. Personally, you can eat the seeds, but I hope my teeth, so I usually spit them out. But it's definitely a really good like delicacy in most areas. So I personally would recommend you all to try some sometime. Yeah. Some plants. We've been going over the green apple, which is called the Malus. The scientific name is the Malacus donfesta. It is actually known as well as the Granny Smith apple. I feel like everyone kind of seen this before. At the local supermarkets, the Aldi's. It's pretty. I feel like it's pretty. It's one of the best known like fruit trees actually. About this fruit tree, it's actually part of the Rosé family. It originated from Central Asia, and now it's cultivated worldwide. It goes about 10 to 30 feet tall, as you can see here. It's quite big itself. And yeah, the flowers are radically symmetrical, as you can see here. As you can see here, the flower, you can see the all the buds, or how it's a completely symmetrical white flowers from where the fruit comes from. The food itself, as seen here, is green, crisp, and tart, with smooth and waxy and white flesh. Basic apple stuff. The fruit develops from the inferior ovary, with the fleshy part being derived from a floral receptacle. Each fruit contains five seed chambers, which I would like to probably show you later in this video. But here about the leaves itself. The leaves itself are oriented, as seen as egg-shaped, with the pointed, finely tuned edges along the side. It is alternate around the twigs. You can't really see because it's a little overgrown, but you just gotta trust me on this one. It has a pinnate veneration, as seen how it branches from the main line here. And the type of leaves these are simple leaves. They are usually bright green when young,
deep green in the summer and they're turning yellow in the autumn. Seeing how it is so kind of summer, it's going to autumn, you could see it's kind of weird that there isn't any yellowing actually, but you know, it's just climate. The inflorescence is the inflorescence. It's a curriculum. Each cluster has around 46 flowers, as shown earlier. The blooming season is March to May, and they actually are very attractive for bees and pollinators to come and to these type of flowers. Basically, the uses of these apples is of course eating. It can be used for ciders, pies. It's also really good for baking. The Granny Smith apples because how tart they are and how firm they are. There's actually has been like medical uses of these. It's good for digestions and detoxifications. It's also rich in fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants. And for the ornamental, it's quite a nice looking tree. It's it's nice spring blossoms and also autumn fruits. It's nice to have on your home to have it's a fruit tree. It's nice to pick an apple and just have it. It's awesome. And it's also really good because it helps support pollinators and wildlife, and also contributes biodiversity in orchards. And here is the dissection of an apple. The apple, of course, is a poem. It is from the Rosaceae family, as I mentioned earlier. It's the same as a lemon. It actually has a papery to leathery core containing seeds, but it is different due to the inside of it being less of a fleshy, more of a hardy thing. It does have the endocarp skin. It just, of course, as rendered. Of course, it said earlier in the video that it's a outer layer. It also has a wax that gives it this nice little glow and shine to it. So, this one is green. It is, of course, edible. The mesocarp, which I shall be showing you now. That's fine. As I'll be showing you now, is of course same as the outer layer, is a little green, a little more pale. It is actually high in water to around 84 to 86%, which is quite interesting. The color variation actually matters. If it's green, that means it has high chlorophyll. Yellow is a carnotative, and red are anti-carnotatives. The core, which I shall be trying to show you now. Give me a second. But anyways, the core itself is a fibrous central sepal that has 5 carpels. It doesn't look like this one can be really seen that well. I'll try to cut it out a little more, see if I can get a better view. I don't believe the Granny Smith apple actually has any notable seeds by the looks of it. Oh, never mind. We have one seed, as it is right here, because in here you can see the carpel, the location of the holding the seeds. There's actually, if you cut it horizontally, there's a star pattern that we see, But here's the one seed that is noted beforehand. And the seed itself is a smooth, see if I get that out for a better view. It is a smooth brown teardrop shaped seed, which is quite nice. It's definitely different from. It's definitely a little more distinctive. So it is actually it's pretty interesting. But the stem cavity is noted right here. Is where the fruit connects to the tree. And then there's also the calyx end that's still seen from the flowers. And yeah, this is a dissection of the Granny Smith apple. Hello everyone, and for our final plant today, we'll be talking about the citrus lemon. It is an evergreen small tree. As seen right here, this one's pretty loaded with fruits. It's also a Rosaceae family. It's actually native to northeast India, but it's now of course grown worldwide in subtropical and Mediterranean climates. It is a smaller tree compared to the apple tree, as it's only going to around 10 to 20 feet tall, even though this one's quite big, definitely in the 20s, definitely in the 20 feet. It is a fragrant white blossom with bright yellow acidic fruit, as you can see from the tree behind me. The fruit potential is that the lemons are actually classified as a berry, which is quite interesting. The fruits are elliptical to oval, which I shall be glad to show you all. They are quite oval and elliptical. This one's a little not ripe yet. There's some green, but is with a thick, aromatic, and rich, juicy interior. That's also divided into segments, which I'll be showing you later in the video. Each fruit contains several small seeds. It also ripens to a bright yellow color, typically year-round in warmer climates. The shapes itself of the leaves are elliptic, as seen here. They're elliptic to oval with a slightly separated margins. The arrangement is alternate along the stems. There is a simple leaves, even though the pinnacle is often slightly winged. The ventilation is the same as other one with a pinnacle with secondary veins branch out on the ends. The color is a glossy dark green on the upper surface, and under it is a little lighter. The texture is leathery and aromatic because it contains oil glands that release the lemon scent when crushed, which is actually quite interesting. The inflorescence is solitary with small axillary clusters. The flowers are white and highly fragrant. I wish I could show you, but sadly I don't think this tree has any flowers on it right now. But they are similar to the apple tree as the same like a family. They're very white. They're white. They're highly fragrant. They appear mainly in spring, but they do bloom multiple times a year. It is also extremely well loved by bees and other pollinators, as they're very useful for that. The course of uses of lemons is, of course, lemonade. It's also good for like normal mixed drinks, personally. I like it with that. We also go with desserts, sauces, and also bacon. It is very, lemons are also preserved as a staple in Mediterranean cuisine. It is also rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and also helps support immunity, digestion, and detoxification. The lemon oil and peel is also could be reused for good skincare, like a rosary oil as an example of one of those. The practical uses is, of course, the juice could be used for cleaning, bleaching, and a natural preservative. Essential oils are extracted from the perfumes or like soaps, cleaners, and perfumes as well. It is also for ornamentation, like for looks too, because it is a really nice, due to the dark green leaves, it's a really nice plant to have for gardens and stuff like that. So it's also great for patio trees, and it also has a quite bright and really well used and like a versatile food that you can always mix with like anything, like any good drink. It actually has it's a symbol of freshness, cleanliness, and positivity. It's also commonly featured in art, design, and folklore real life. We are now dissecting the lemon here. To start off, it is a heterosome, which the key characteristics of a heterosome is leathery exterior, as you can see here. The segmented interior, which I shall be showing you right now, but it's it's the give me a sec. It is the how everything is lined up on the middle, and these cute, the iconic lemon like squares or the triangles on each end. Basically, it makes it the hemisphere. There's also a white spongy inner layer, as seen right here, the measure cup. And then of course there's an interior pulp with the endocarp, which is usually the segments. Let me cut a piece off now. As you can see how it fully comes off here. That's a nice line, as there's a bunch of miniature segments on each area. The seeds, which are seen right here, they are are oval and ivory color. That's pretty decisively known. There are actually a few lemons that don't have seeds, or like few or none. This one does not, of course. So is quite interesting. The growth stages of this fruit is, of course, flower, and then it'll be a small green fruit, and then it'll be a rapid enlargement, and then of course there's gonna be ripening to green, yellowish yellow, and full yellow. This one is fully ripened, as you can tell, as there's little to no green on the outside. As the skin also thickens slightly as sugar and so it will be balanced reserves. Thank you.